Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. See, I told y'all a long time ago that Donald Trump was slipping up. He got about 5, 6 charges that I know of, but he got some more. California just struck back at Donald Trump because he immobilized the National Guard. He didn't have authority to do that. It's parameters to everything. I'm gonna let y'all listen at what I'm talking about. And this lawsuit was just filed. And I'm gonna let y'all listen. This is the Midas touch. This is Ben Marsalis, and California strikes back with major action against Trump. Take a listen, y'all.
Has just said enough is enough and is bringing a massive legal action against the Trump regime for their federalizing of the National Guard in California unlawfully. The grounds for this lawsuit is exactly what we predicted it was going to be. The lawsuit is brought by California's Attorney General Rob Bonta and the governor's office as well, California Governor Gavin Newsom, in coordination with each other. What this lawsuit is alleging is that Donald Trump unlawfully invoked the statute 10 USC section 12406, which calls for federalizing the National Guard under very specific circumstances. When you look at the statute, it's not all that long when you actually go and read it, but it actually says that what's required is that the Secretary of Defense coordinate with the governors of the states and the National Guard Bureau in identifying and ordering federal service, the appropriate members and units of the National Guard. That never happened at all. Donald Trump just sent a letter to the Adjutant General of the National Guard in California saying, you are hereby federalized, which in my view makes it on its face.
That, people, is unlawful. You have protocols. And I told y'all for a long time, Donald Trump been trying to do stuff and skirt the Constitution and everything else. And it's going to catch up with him, and it's slowly catching up with him. You think all the other states ain't going to latch on to what California's doing? Donald Trump. You ever seen somebody who think they're so smart, but they're so dumb at the same time? You ever met somebody like that? Y'all meeting him in real time right now, Donald Trump. Right now.
It takes place in coordination with governors. It calls for, you can only invoke it if there's repelling an invasion by a foreign nation, suppressing a rebellion against the authority of the government of the United States, or subsection 3 of 10 USC 12406 says, execute that the president can no longer execute the laws of the United States. None of that happened at all. I mean, if you go back and think about what was taking place on Friday, the LAPD talked about that these were peaceful protests.
Yep.
That they thanked the organizers and the groups for remaining peaceful. And when things were under control by the LA sheriffs, by the LAPD, that's when Donald Trump really initiated the National Guard and escalated matters and made it worse. One of the things I'm wondering as well in this major lawsuit that's being brought by the state of California against Donald Trump to enjoin or essentially stop their behavior of federalizing these National Guard troops is, I think Trump created evidence against himself. In 2020, Donald Trump sat down with George Stephanopoulos, and he said that he could not move in the National Guard. This is Trump in his own words in 2020. Let's play it.
I promised 4 years ago at the Republican convention, I'm going to restore law and order, and I have, except in Democrat-run cities. Look, we have laws. We have to go by the laws. We can't move in the National Guard. I can call insurrection, but there's no reason to ever do that. Even in a Portland case, we can't call in the National Guard unless we're requested by a governor.
He said it right.
But you did the other day. You weren't requested by the California governor. That's why they're filing this against you, fool. You think you're so smart, but you're dumb. Real dumb. But what dummies think is everybody else is dumber than they are. So it always backfires on people. And that's what's happening right now. To the biggest dumb of them all.
For his ability to...
Now this is California's Attorney General.
Call the National Guard.
Rob Bonito. That's him talking
unilaterally the conditions precedent that are required under the statute, either an invasion by a foreign nation or a rebellion to overthrow the U.S. government, or the regular forces not being sufficient to execute the laws of the United States. None of those elements are present. There is also a required element that the order to call in the National Guard be issued through the governor of the state at issue here. Of course, Governor Gavin Newsom, who objected to the National Guard coming in, did not issue an order. And so we believe that the action by the Trump administration is completely unlawful. We sent a letter to Pete Hegseth over the weekend. It was ignored. So we are filing a lawsuit in the Northern District of California today, seeking an order declaring the president's executive order unlawful, and also seeking injunctive relief through a restraining order.
We're seeing
that's his name is Rob Bonta. That's the California Attorney General. That's who's filing a lawsuit along with the governor's office, Newsom's office in California. It is a massive lawsuit against Donald Trump for his unlawful initiating the National Guard, which he didn't have no authority to do. He has protocols, people, that he has to follow, and Donald Trump ignored them. You can't just federalize the National Guard and say, y'all federalized now, go stand down over here. You can't do that, fool. And you about to find out real fast why your impeachment is going to gain steam real fast, because you're messing up at the wrong time. In everything, people, good or bad, timing is everything. Donald Trump has no sense of time. He has no sense of control. He's just like a fifth grader, I keep telling y'all. He's impulsive. And then when he can't have his way, he throws a damn tantrum. Well, this one step, he get ready to throw a tantrum. Because he ain't going to get his way with this. They got him admitting that he can't do that. Didn't y'all hear? They got him admitting that he can't do that. But he did anyway the other day. What changed now? Just because you think you got authority that you don't have? Hoping that people don't find out that you dealing with the United States government, fool. They're going to find out. You ought to know that by now, Donald Trump, in the trials and stuff. You stunk up. You ought to know that by now. And it looks to me like you're going to be in some more courtrooms that you're creating for yourself. And that's why people have said, if this impeachment goes through, Donald Trump is in some major, 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 major trouble. Mark my words on it. I saw him trying to walk up Air Force One and almost stumbled back down. I saw him. He's stumbling how he's running this country. He's stumbling how he's keeping friends. Him and Elon Musk. He's stumbling, trying to skirt the Constitution like I told y'all months ago what he's trying to do. Trying to skirt protocols on everything like he's Trump Almighty. But he really, Pope done put it. He gonna be putting a lot after this, people. Because just like his buddy on trial, they got you dead to right, son. Dead to right. So, Mr. Trump, keep on putting your foot in your mouth, son. Keep on trying to skirt the Constitution. The one thing you can't stand is the Constitution. And that's the one thing that's going to have you behind bars. At your own doing. And I'm going to sit back and watch and smile. Because it'll be well deserved. Well deserved. So people, I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on with Donald Trump. California has had enough, like you heard. When Donald Trump immobilized the National Guard unlawfully, strike one, buddy. You ain't got too many strikes left. So people, what do y'all think about Donald Trump? What y'all think about Donald Trump trying to skirt the Constitution, trying to act like he Don Almighty? He might be to a certain group, but not to everybody. And the very thing that he hates is going to come back to haunt him. Mark my words on it. Mark my words on it, people. This is just the beginning. All that stuff that Donald Trump was doing, illegally deporting people, still trying to do it. All that stuff going to come back to haunt Donald Trump, people. Mark my words on it. I just want to let y'all know California said we've had enough of dictators, wannabes, and they're doing something about it. I wonder if Elon Musk heard about that yet. Elon, get in touch with the state of California, man. Might as well stir it on up. Let's see who will win. So people, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Funny Bone love y'all. Have a great day. Peace.